Um, Welcome into 7-6 Sports Blizzard today. My special guest is Jonathan, and um, so what?
Hello,
So what
everyone.
do you think about?
This is Jonathan for live. Well, my lucky days today. I got one free Bill ticket on Channel 4. Unfortunately, the only good luck thing to go was the Bills did not win.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, caused them to lose the game?
Well, two things. Pretty much the defense couldn't stop him, and then Sean McDermott just declined the penalty. That was pretty. I mean, that pretty much sums everything up there. Josh Allen had a phenomenal game. 6 touchdowns, no turnovers. No team in NFL history did that. Uh, but then, uh, but then, but then McDermott just mind blowing decisions. Just the defense was unprepared, and yeah, now the 2 games behind Kansas City, who Herbert passed the ball all up as a flag. So, Robbie, what's your thoughts of the game?
Um, I mean, I thought like the defense just couldn't stop the
Herbert's
the
down.
other
Oh
team.
no, that's not good.
I agree. And now Justin Herbert is injured. Oh man, yeah. The defense just struggled. Couldn't get any momentum going. I mean, I'm still good, feeling good this season. I mean, well, we already clinched the division, so I mean, we up against a hot offense. The Rams have some elite players, but Buffalo just had no answer for them.
Yeah,
Next
and
trip, Herbert's down.
like it, if Buffalo, you know, managed the time a little bit better, I think they would have been okay to like maybe force overtime.
Actually, it's kind of weird. I missed part of the game. It was like 30-21. I took my friend home thinking it was over. Then when I got back to Potato Downs, Buffalo's in 3. So I should know better not to count this team out. I mean, what is encouraging is the offense is just playing on another level. The offense is humming. And they just got to get the defense together and not have McDermott make some blunders, especially against a very good Detroit team next week, which I'm thinking and hoping could be a Super Bowl preview.
Yes, I'm hoping so too. Um, my one my one friend who also is in another comment section, he says the block punt for a touchdown was the turning point. That was something that shouldn't have happened.
I know. It was just that was disappointing because the Bills have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and and yet they just the offensive line just completely folded like that. And now Taylor Heineke's in for Los Angeles. But he's going to run, and he gets to the 30. Oh, nice dive.
Yeah, and about well, they got about 4 minutes left in the first half in the second quarter. Um,
Yeah.
do you think that the Chiefs, the way the low scoring is, do you think that the the Chiefs are gonna win, or do you think that the Chargers will come back and beat them?
I think the Chiefs are going to win now that Herbert is down. Even though it's a low scoring defensive slog, 6-0. That's how Kansas City wins most of their games. They have the supposed Michael Jordan of football as a quarterback and Patrick Mahomes, and yet they always win by defense and grinding it out. So, and now that Herbert's down, I don't see how they're going to win. I mean, yeah, I do like the coach, Jim Harbaugh, but I don't know. It's gonna be tough for the Chargers.
Do you, do you think that like do you think the Chargers can make it through the first round of the playoffs if they get in?
I depends who they draw. No, I think I'm gonna lean towards no because they're probably gonna get it as a wild card, meaning that they'll play a division winner. That means either Buffalo or Kansas City or Houston. I think Buffalo would defeat them in the first round of playoffs. Robbie, do you agree?
Do yeah, but to get into lacrosse, the Buffalo Bandits won their first game 15-7 over the Rochester Nighthawks yesterday. Did you watch that
Yeah,
game?
I didn't see that game, but I did listen on the radio. I did catch the end. I did hear that Buffalo blew a 4-1 lead. Rochester came back to tie it at 4. But Buffalo did take over and got their first win this season.
Yes. And I was at that game, so
So what are your thoughts on the game?
well, when it was going back and forth, like when Rochester scored to tie it, I was like, "Oh no, here we go again." Just like the Sabres, but the Bandits came back and ended up winning the game.
It really is amazing this Pagula era. The Bills are so good, the Bandits are so good, but the Sabres are just so bad. Robbie, why are the Sabres are so bad?
Do you think it's too much Pagula putting his hands in the whole thing?
That, yeah, and just Kevin Adams not knowing what to do. I mean, last year I was really liking what Kevin Adams was doing. The Sabres were 1 point away from ending this playoff drought. I thought he knew what he was doing. And then he does nothing. Just sits on his hands 2 seasons in a row, and now they lost 6 in a row, and it looks like it's going to be another year without playoffs.
Um, and going back to the Bills, do you think the Bills and Lions game would get flexed out of the 425 slot, or do you think it's going to stay?
I think it'll stay in the 425 slot because Bills Chiefs was at the 425 slot, so but the NFL wants their top games always in that 4 o'clock slot. So, and like I said, it's going to be two of the best teams in the league. Is what I hope it's a Super Bowl preview.
And then after we play the Lions, we play the Patriots.
Yeah, me and Curtis won tickets for that game, so we're really lucky there. We got suites for that game. The Patriots remind me of the 2018 Buffalo Bills. They are not a good team, but I do think Drake May, not CJ Stroud, Drake May is going to be an elite quarterback. I do like what I see for him. So it'll be a little tough, but I think Buffalo should win that game.
Hi, Richard. And yeah, and like we go Patriots, Jets, Patriots right after that.
Jets should be a win because, like I said, they're out of the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is a joke. The Jets are a joke. And we might lose that. What?
Aaron Rodgers is like getting older, and I think that like he's gonna.
He should retire. Yeah, I know he wants to go out. He's probably not gonna play for the Jets. So, although it's his fault. I mean, it's partially his fault to why the Jets are the way. I mean, I mean, yes, it starts to top with the ownership and then better general manager. But Aaron Rodgers pretty much took over the team. They gave the Jets gave him what he wanted, and it blew up in his face. My friend Curtis on there likes to laugh at Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Did the Jets win today, or
What do you say, Robbie?
did the Jets win today, or did they?
No, they lost to the Miami Dolphins. I forgot the score, but they are officially mathematically eliminated for the playoffs. They still have the longest playoff drought in the four major North American sports.
Do you, do you think the Miami Dolphins making in as a wild card?
Nah, no, I don't. I mean, they'll make it interesting, but I think they're too far behind Denver. I think Denver's legit, so I think it's going to be. They'll be in the hunt. It'll be interesting, but I think Denver gets in over them.
Um. Well, Chiefs are up 6-0. Minute 30 left in the first half. Do you think that the the Chiefs will make adjustments and come out firing in the second half, or do you think the Chargers will take over?
No, I think they'll just continue to play just strong defense, just kind of slog it out. Because the Chargers look like they're not doing anything on offense. I mean, other than catch, then the 20-yard line count to Kelsey. Yeah, I really don't like the Chargers' chances now that now that Kel um now that Herbert's out.
Do you, do you think it's an injury that would force him to sit out the rest of the game, or do you think he'll be
I
back
don't
in?
know about the extent of his injury because I am watching the game, but I'm at a bar and there's music in the background, so I don't know the extent of his injury. But if he's out for a long time, the Chargers are in trouble. Uh,
Um, what was Curtis's thoughts on the Bills' loss today?
why don't you ask him, Curse? You don't know? Why don't you know your thoughts on the loss?
What I thought about a loss? What I thought about the loss, I didn't like it, but we still gonna beat Detroit next week. Well, that loss has only made us mad, so we'll go out and beat Detroit. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but we should win. I'm gonna say Buffalo 41, Detroit 38. So
Cool,
that's what I
cool. Jonathan, what's your score prediction?
took out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Next week's probably gonna be another shootout because they're missing pieces on defense, but they have a good offense. I really like Jared Goff. So, Robbie, what are your thoughts on Sean McDermott? Do you think he should? Do you think he should still be the coach of the Bills? And can he just score a touchdown? John Hopkins. Oh, go ahead.
Um, I think Sean McDermott is doing like the best that he can as our head coach, but I think like his time management, like with the timeouts and everything, he has to fix that.
Yes, I agree 100%. Sean McDermott is 90% a great coach. He's he's great when it comes to game preparation, get his team to play at a high level. He developed Josh Allen into a great quarterback. When he was drafted, I thought he was going to be a bust, but McDermott is managed to mold him into arguably the best quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks ever. But his time management and mistakes like 13 seconds and the constant choking, that's why I'm questioning if Sean McDermott can deliver this team a Super Bowl. I hope he does. I hope if not, I hope we'll fire him and hire someone that does. But I don't blame fans for saying, I just don't know about McDermott. I will hope for the best. You never know what will happen.
True. Um, do you, do you think the Sabres will beat the Red Wings tomorrow night?
Oh, I'm leaning towards yes because both the Sabres and the Red Wings are just having disappointing seasons. I mean, I really like the moves Kevin Adams made the offseason. I like the Zucker move. I like a lot of the moves that were made. But it's just clear he did not do enough. There's still $7 million in cap space. And I think I really do think he'd be fired. I mean, Detroit's in the same boat. Last year, they were 1 point away from ending the playoff drought. Their playoff drought was going on a decade. And it's just the thing about the Atlantic Division is, I mean, great. It is no excuse for the Sabres' incompetence. The Sabres brought this drought on themselves. But with that said, one reason why this drought got so long is because the division's tough. The last non-COVID playoff appearance by Ottawa, Montreal, or Detroit, 2017. We're talking like 8 years ago. I mean, Montreal they got in during COVID, but other than that, it's been Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Florida. So people complain about a lack of variety, but there's not a lot of variety in this division. Yeah, I know. Oh, right, yeah, 2016. You're right. You're right. By the way, 2016. Yeah, been a long time for these teams.
Yeah, and I don't think it's the coaching that's the problem with the Sabres.
Yes, I agree. Last year, I thought it was the coaching, but I like the hire of Lindy Ruff. It's the players. Yeah, yeah. Both teams suck right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wings had 25 years players in a row. I mean, it really is amazing of how teams can have a long run. Yeah, Adams is a bad GM. Yeah, I will agree with that. He needs to go.
So, like, do,
Yeah, Patriots dominated football for 20 years. I mean, every team has their ups and downs. The Bills are on up, and the Sabres are on the down. Someday the Bills will be down again. Someday the Sabres will be up again. Who knows what it's going to be? Could be next year. Could be 10 years from now. Who knows? But every team has their ups and downs. Yeah, Bill team was just trash state.
yes, I could see that. The they had holes today, the defense, but I don't think you can do anything about it. I mean, unless unless Bobby Babich can do something during the practices.
I mean, there's not much that can be done this season. I mean, I really I guess the hope is we gotta avoid like a strong run team like the Rams or the Ravens because that's when the Bills stumble in the playoffs. And if we do face something like that, we'll have if we do face something like that, we hope Josh Allen goes Superman mode and just overcomes it. Next year though, they'll have a lot of salary cap space to to improve the defense. So I'm hoping that this offseason, Terry Pagula, I mean, hey, I know people don't like the man. I don't blame them, but he's still going to be on the team. But next year, for both the Bills and the Sabres, he needs to spend as much money as he can to get the Bills to the Super Bowl and the Sabres to the playoffs.
I agree with you. What is your score prediction for next week for the Bills?
Buffalo 35, Detroit 31.
I, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 44-42 Buffalo.
Oh yeah, that's like this today's game. Yeah, it's gonna be a high scoring game and close. So if you're in the sports gambling, you might want to bet the over.
Yeah. Um. Do you or Curtis have any questions for me to bounce back to you guys?
Um, Curtis, you have any questions for Robbie? No. You have any questions for Robbie? Nope. Curtis, I don't have any questions for you. Let's see, Robbie. So Robbie, do you think the Bills are still good enough to win the Super Bowl?
I I think they're good enough to get there as long as they don't run into the Chiefs.
I didn't think it beat the Chiefs. I'm more scared of the Ravens because they struggle to run deep. Oh, here's another question. Matt Milano, do you think he came back too quickly?
I
All right.
I think he did.
I'll be back. Hold on. What? What did you say,
I
Robbie?
think he did. Yeah. I think Matt Milano came back too quickly.
Yeah, he
Cause
didn't seem right.
cause like watching him the past two games, he didn't seem right.
Yeah, but I guess that's one cause for optimism. The hope is that Milano will just over that he's a little. It's his first game in a few months. He might be a little rusty. Maybe he can get healthy, and by the time the playoffs roll around, he should be on. They should be on fire. And you ready to go home? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay.
Do you
All right, gotcha.
do you think that like
I'm sorry,
what
Robbie. Repeat that.
what was the purpose of bringing back Micah Hyde to the practice squad?
Uh Try to get as many defensive bodies as they can. I guess. I mean, they gotta just like I said, they're decimated by injuries on defense. They just gotta try to get health if they can and try to.
Um do you do you think they're gonna implement him in a game or two?
Well, I don't know. What you say? What?
Do you, do you think that the Bills are gonna activate Micah Hyde for a game or two? When it
Probably. I mean, one player that had a probably they need all the defensive bodies they can get. But one thing, one player I did like was Von Miller. A lot of people. I mean, one of the encouraging signs is seeing Von Miller. He had a great game today. He's one of the few players that had defense had a great game. So I'm hoping it's just injuries and health, and then just the defense just starts clicking by the time the playoffs get here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the show here, and
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in. And thank you to Jonathan and Go Bills.
Go Bills. Yep.